WMMS.com. Week to week after the show, I always post our playlists as well. There's a 2 hours to midnight Facebook page, and I'll also post them at WMMS.com. If you are going to incarceration this weekend, make sure you have that incarceration app. It's hashtag not an ad, but it is really, really useful if you're out there because it tells you exactly when everybody's going to play and what stage. They have 3 or 4 stages. You find out who you want to see. They have a schedule thing you can put on there. Machine Head is set to go on about 8:35 tonight. Biohazard just wrapped up. And these stages start early, by the way. And I always felt bad for the bands that got, you drew the short straw. You're on first, like 11 in the morning on a Saturday. And the only people you've got are the people who camped there. I remember one year for Lollapalooza, when I was out in Chicago, and we were all doing stage announcements at Lollapalooza. This would have been 2006. And I had to bring, you know who Juliette Lewis is? Mm-hmm. The actress? Yeah. She's got a band called Juliette and the Licks. And they're real good. But for whatever reason, they went on first on one of the side stages on a Sunday morning. Juliette and the Licks are going on at 11:15. And I got to bring them on. And I'm out there trying to get 25 people riled up. And I just felt bad for them because I'm like, first off, they have the extra hook of having a famous person front the band. There's a lot of bands that are entirely faceless. And they're going on early. Juliette and the Licks, she didn't care. She and I were talking before we all went out there. She's like, this is what it is. It's like a side project to her. She's not living or dying by Juliette and the Licks. But they're real good. Hell of a live show. But, Jesus. So my thought is always, hey, if you're there, go support the band because they need you. They need you. If they're on stage in the morning. It's before noon, right? I always thought that it was a mistake of scheduling to not put the gothy bands on early because it's still cool out, theoretically, and they won't melt. Anytime you see one of these goth vampire-y type bands and they're on at 6 in the afternoon, it's 85 degrees.
They're melting.
That's rock and roll, boy.
Yep.
That is not a daytime band. You're supposed to see them inside at night. They have a diminished light show because it's mostly natural light. So the bands that go on early, I'm going to give you the first bands that are on tomorrow. A band we're playing tomorrow night, band called Nailed Shut M.A. They're really good. They're going on at 11:30. A Cleveland band called Kill Streak that we're going to play. They're good too. Sunday morning, they're going on at 11:45. So all weekend long, incarceration is going on out in Mansfield. If you can't get there, you can listen to us tomorrow night because we're just playing incarceration bands. But if you are going out there, do yourself a favor and grab that app because it's very, very useful. Alan, criminal justice has to be among one of the worst degrees. All of my former classmates who got that degree, none of them are making over $25 an hour. Well, that was another one, too, for a while. Every decade or so, there's like a big popular degree to get. And I don't know if it's because it's easier to get, but you'll still have a degree. I don't know what it is. But boy, back in the day, criminal justice was one of those. Because it's such a broad category. I think there's a lot of people that were like, what do they chalk that up to for a while? Every time there's a really popular television show. Cooking schools saw their enrollment go through the roof because people were watching Top Chef. And they're like, I'm going to be a chef. Not realizing culinary school is extraordinarily expensive. And you're going to start out being a line cook somewhere. I'm going to talk about debt. So I think when it's all over for me in showbiz, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to become a chef.
I don't know if food is your area of expertise, man.
Who better? Because I can take an objective view on it.
You can't.
Of course I can.
You won't cook anything with butter.
I'll cook anything. Because it's not for me. It's for everybody else. That's all this is. I don't care what it requires for me to put this together. I don't have to enjoy putting all this together. I need the audience to enjoy it. Doesn't matter if I enjoy it. I want them to enjoy it. So if I'm cooking, isn't that what every chef says? You know, you're creating something amazing for someone else. That's the point of it. I don't have to like it. They need to like it.
But you would have to taste it to make sure that it tastes right.
I'd give it to my Sue.
So you're going to be a head chef who doesn't taste any of their own food?
No, not any. The stuff I want to taste. I bring my Sue over and go, how's this taste? Because I'm going to need...
He has different taste buds than you do.
What I'm going to need... You know, that's what surprised me, too. When I worked fine dining, or anybody who's worked in the service industry, but mostly fine dining because there's a higher degree of difficulty among the chefs. I was always amazed at how many chefs smoked, because I would think that would ruin your palate. A lot of chefs.
Not ruin it.
Well, I would think you want to keep it refined. I mean, doesn't smoking like murder your taste buds or something?
And
everything tastes like
the smell and everything. Yeah, I think so.
I was always surprised at that. I didn't either, but
like that's what they say about it. Yeah,
I think you'd want to keep that. I mean, I was half joking about the chef thing, but now I'm going to do it out of spite, Mary.
No, you won't.
Do it. Start today, then.
Most of my life has been out of spite. Today, I'm.
You won't start. Quit this job right now and let
go be a chef.
Mary Santora and Bill Show take the lead.
Well, I'm not done yet with all this.
Okay.
Enrollment in meteorology
you're not
degrees.
Actually going to do it.
What's that?
You're not actually going to do it.
You don't know what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm going to do. It looks like fun.
I know you're not going to do it.
Enrollment in meteorology degrees skyrocketed after Twister in 1996.
Well, it's going to happen again with Twisters in 2024.
Yeah, Twisters is out, right?
Yeah.
And people are liking it. They said it's super dumb, but in the most fun way.
Oh, is that what they're saying? Good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I hope so, because that's kind of how the first one was.
Yeah.
The stupid, dumb
Helen Hunt and the
movie.
late Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that Daisy Edgar Jones. I think she's underrated. She's cute. She's been in good movies.
I don't know who she is.
Did you see that movie Fresh?
No.
With Sebastian Stan?
I did.
Yeah, we're halfway through. You're like, oh, no, this isn't what I thought it was. She's the girl in that.
Okay, I recognize.
Yeah. She's in Twisters. I still got to figure out when I'm going to see Long Legs. Haven't seen that yet. Hey, Alex.
Hey, guys. Love you guys. Hate this show.
Thank you, sir. What's up?
So, not to change the subject or anything, but I couldn't call in earlier. You were talking about a little over an hour ago about how you're surprised that Trump supporters don't seem to know history.
Well, when it comes to people on that side who say, I'd really like a dictator, is what
Yeah. I'd like to second that and actually expand upon that, and might even help you understand the mindset. Now, to clear this, I am not a Trump supporter, so don't come at me with teeth bared.
Let me see your ear.
But people in the United States, like, here's the thing you have to understand. So many people, and I'm not even talking about Trump supporters anymore, just normal people, are so politically and historically illiterate that they don't even understand the difference between right and left wing. I mean, like, do you know the difference between right and left wing?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Well, no. I'm wondering what you would say.
Well, what do you mean? I'm going to need you to be a bit more specific.
Just the basic difference, like in political terms, what does right and left wing mean? Because there is a very basic difference between the two.
Well, I always oversimplified it as people versus property, where your values lie. Yeah.
You got it, because pretty much it dates back to the French Revolution. After the king and queen were deposed, they had a provisional government, and the people that wanted to go back to a more monarchical system were seated to the right of the current president. People who wanted more of, like, who were for the revolution, wanted a more democratic system, the values of liberty, egalitarian, equality that, you know, the French Revolution, quote unquote, was about. They were on the left. That's the basic difference between right and left wing. Now, here's the thing. When you look at the American system today, compare it to even the European systems, the American system is inherently right wing. Even Democrats are inherently right wing. They may have certain left stances on social issues, but inherently almost everything here is right wing. So that's how you can get so many people that literally look at the right wing, which means I want somebody to rule over me, as Mary said, and they think that that means freedom.
Well, I think you nailed it, Alex. You just gave Mary the version of you gave her your version of me saying malodorous.
I've actually heard that word before too, actually. So.
Of course you have.
Of course you have. Of course you have.
Oh,
good for you.
She's making fun of you because you pay attention, Alex. That's okay. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Alex doing a deep dive there. Mary, your thoughts?
Perfect. Love it. Go vote.
Hey, by the way, we were talking about Bob Newhart dying yesterday.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the olds in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And we mentioned that Clint Eastwood is 94 years old. His girlfriend died.
Oh.
She was 61.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That ain't old.
No. God, 33 years younger than you. Think about that. That's beautiful. He'd been with her a long time, by the way. Christina Sandera. No relation to Mary Sandera.
Nope.
Clint Eastwood's partner, dead at 61. Imagine you're 33 years older than your girlfriend and you outlive her. They've been together for a decade. They met when she worked as a restaurant hostess at a hotel he owned. Hey, who's that girl that you hired? Oh, that's Christina Sandera. No relationship to Mary Sandera. Oh. He's like Bruce Wayne. I think they'll listen to me. I just bought the hotel. They didn't give any information as to the cause of death. So that Clint Eastwood will grieve the loss privately. But he's 94. She was 61 years old, and she has passed away. I guess you kind of have to, there's a few personal compromises you're going to make. On the one hand, you know, they've been together for 10 years. So, okay, he's 94. She was 61. So how old were they when they got together? 10 years ago. So
I'm not helping you anymore.
Carry the 3. Okay, so he was 84 and she was 51. I think I got that right. He was 84 a decade ago because he's 94 now, and she was 51 years old. And they got together. But she's like, well, hey, this is Clint Eastwood, legendary actor, director. And why not? I'm a hostess in one of his hotels. I mean, he's got, like, he was an old dad, too. Like, Clint Eastwood has kids in their 20s. And
now he's single and he can marry one of their friends.
Oh, God.
And you'll think it's cool.
Well, it's like Jimmy Page. You know, Jimmy Page is 80-something, but he's dating a girl who's 34. And he has a daughter who's 52. So that would be a weird Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, here's your new stepmom. She's 18 years younger than you are. I mean, you're not going to call her mom. You're a grown-ass woman. You're not going to call another person mom. But Clint Eastwood and his girlfriend, they hadn't been seen in public recently. You know, they, just like everybody else, during COVID, everybody was locked down, and then even after that, there weren't a lot of public appearances.
You know what I'm thinking?
What's that?
Maybe Clint Eastwood takes a trip to Chicago.
And?
Well, you have a single mom. Would you call Clint Eastwood dad?
No. Shut up, Bill. No. Well, hey, what the hell do I know? He meets my mom.
Yeah.
And my mom goes,
she's more age appropriate than the last one.
yeah.
And then getting that will. He's got a lot of money.
Hi, honey. I just want to tell you something. I met someone,
Is he mephodorous or
Oh,
whatever the
what?
word is?
What?
Your word that you used earlier.
Malodorous?
Yeah, that one.
Is he malodorous, Mom? No, he's very sweet. He's famous. What's his name? Clint. Oh. Clint who? Clint Eastwood. What? I'm screwing up. Can't keep him straight.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, here is Clint Eastwood's late girlfriend, one of her mugshots here. She was arrested for domestic battery for assaulting her ex-husband.
Is there any chance there was foul play here?
I don't think so. No, that was quite some time ago.
No, but like with this, like.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But that, of course, went through the National Enquirer some time ago, and, you know, the ex called the police and said that he noted a strong odor.
Not the way that it usually stinks.
She was malodorous.
Malodorous
because of all of her alcohol consumption. No, if my mom came to me and said, "Hey, I met someone," and maybe she will at some point. The best information I have is that she has zero interest in any of that. My mother is 76 years old, right? She's married to my dad for 51 years. She's not looking at the next thing. She's got her dog. She's happy. And that's fine with me.
Dog park. Meet somebody there, I bet. That's where it happens.
She goes around the block. She doesn't go to the dog park.
Well, maybe she wants to switch things up.
And Clint Eastwood's living in California.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm going to film a new movie in Chicago."
Yeah.
Oh. And runs into my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
While she's walking her dog.
Well, listen. She goes, "Hey, I'm starting to see somebody. I've told your siblings. I haven't told you." "Oh, okay. Anybody I know?" "It's Clint Eastwood." "Mom."
That'd be neat.
"Come on. He's so much older than you." But that also means he's closer to dying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll say it right now. Clint Eastwood dies this year. Broken heart because of the girl, right?
Yeah.
There's still plenty of time left. I bet that Clint Eastwood does not ring in 2025. How do you like that?
All right.
Whoa.
You want to take one, Mary? Who's on your?
I don't know, man.
I mean, the olds are easy.
Yeah.
That one's easy.
We'll go olds. I think
Wild cards are the most interesting thing when people go, "I'm picking Pauly Shore." I mean,
Oh, I'd pick Andy Dick, but for my old, I'm gonna go.
Andy Dick's been hanging out longer than anybody thought he would.
I know, right? Or isn't Artie Lang? That'd be
Artie Lang too, boy. He pulled up right before he hit the mountain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
one that I don't want to happen.
John Mayer.
David Attenborough.
Ooh.
Dude's 98.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is he the guy that narrates the nature specials?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He's the voice of nature.
How old is Michael Caine?
He's got to be 90-something, right?
I think he's like in his 70s.
Michael Caine is 91 years old.
I'm going to go Michael Caine.
Like, no, I love him.
I do too, but he's 91.
Yeah.
Eating all those meat pies.
Meat pies.
What's they eat over there in England?
Oh, God. All right. Let's do this. Well, we start the weekend around these parts with the Bill Squire Friday Get Down in honor of the late, great Murray Saul here at WMMS. Take it away, William.
It's Friday, and you got to get down on Friday. Get yourself a meat pie and some beer. But chug that beer and get the weekend going. But chugger, but chugger, but chugger. It's Friday!
Boy, meat pie really came out of nowhere.
Look at Mary's screen.
Now, do you put the camera on her? Oh, she's holding up a sign that says no. Well, she wants nothing to do with that. I'm here.
Now.
I'm in here. I'm engaged with the live Friday Get Down. Not her.
Bad for you. That sucks.
Wow.
Are you having a little trouble getting off the floor there?
She's down there yawning. She couldn't get herself back up there.
Take a desk nap.
All right. Well, go and do likewise, gents. There's your Friday Get Down. I brought to you by Bill Squire and no one else at this point. Just brought to you by him. And we'll take our last break here. You want to get the final word in, shoot me a text. You got to go, Mary Lynn?
Yeah, I'm out.
All right.
See, bye.
Bye.